You look so pretty. You look so pretty.
Oh, let me hit you with the rug.
Huh? All right, Jonathan Davis.
That's what Rose does.
It looks like your coworker. You know who I'm talking about?
Gage?
Do it again. Oh, I love that man. All right. Hey, friends. It's me, Frinny, aka Fren the Human.
And it's Slappa.
This is Vibes and Delights. It's Pride.
Woo!
Woo! I am pansexual and proud. I am pansexual and I am proud. This is like that SpongeBob episode where it's like, I'm ugly and I'm proud. I'm just going to scream it and I'm going to melt some faces. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, baby. How are you today?
I'm all right. I'm demisexual and I have mixed feelings about it.
Good play. I am sick. I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, oh.
Man, our chairs are squeaking.
Yeah, right.
Is there like chair oil?
You know what? I bet you we could probably put some WD forward.
Nah, that's bad.
Really?
It's made of fish oil, so it gunks up over time.
WD 40?
Yeah, you got to use like graphite or something.
Really? Wait until Hank Hill hears about this. You know, Hank Hill has like, you remember Hank Hill has like a keychain WD 40?
Yeah.
When he runs out of Bro, that's fucking hilarious. Oh my gosh, babe, that was hilarious. Anyway, I wanted to we took a break last week because both me and Slap were absolutely just exhausted. But you know how I normally like take breaks. Slap has never asked for one, so when he asked, I immediately jumped and said, "Yes, please take care of you, my love. I love you. I love you. Yeah, yeah." But no, so what I think one of our people in our Discord, join the Discord.
Join the Discord.
It's gonna be like waving snail, like it's gonna be like waving snail, like every episode. We are just gonna be like, join the Discord. But anyway, seriously, it's on our Instagram. It's on my link tree on Tickle Talk. It's on Instagram Vibes and Delights. Please do join the Discord. We love you guys and we love hearing from you guys. And we want to hear from you guys in the live react when you're listening because we have nearly 100 people in there. I can't even believe it. It is tripping me out. Like just like last week, it is so hard for me to believe that people actually like listening to whatever I have to say and like don't think I'm being fucking crazy. Like I'm pretty sure y'all think I'm crazy, but no, like it really does. I can't even tell you the validation though, for real, to know that people like what you have to say and like the way you look and like the way you navigate through the earth. The earth is scary, by the way. Don't do that. Don't navigate. Don't go
nowhere.
Get better role model. But no, like for real, I'm just happy you guys are here. Thank you for the suggestion. I think we will take it. You know what I'm saying? A few weeks on and maybe 1 week off. And I really appreciate y'all for that. Anywho, all right. So this month is Pride Month, Juneteenth. We got some, I got some updates. Like I mentioned the Lavender Book on our last podcast. And I got word from so the Lavender Book, okay, the Lavender Book, much like the Green Book, you know, like we recap and you know, is a way for BIPOC queer friends to navigate safely. Also, by the way, don't go to Florida, please. I'm not trying to be like that, but please don't go to Florida. It sounds really scary there, and honestly, I feel mad afraid for my friends who can't escape. Honestly, truly. And but anyway, it's supposed to be a place where you can basically type in where you want to go, where you are, and find BIPOC queer friendly spaces in those areas. Now, I reached out to I reached out to NBJC on the Move. So at NBJC on the Move on Instagram, aka the National Black Justice Coalition, because they run the site. They run the site. I was trying to make a profile, to say, hey, I did it. Let's do it together. Let's build up a repertoire of places that we're safe being at. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the first. I'm going to lead by example. I'm going to make a profile, right? But it wasn't working. So I called the national, I called the NBJC, their phone number, and it went to voicemail. It rang a bunch and then it went to voicemail, but the voicemail was full. I sent a contact email, and let me just double check while I'm looking. I still have not received a response. And then but my link tree is trending upward, so that's cool. But anyway, I just went ahead and messaged them on the gram, and they did not respond to me at first. They did follow me back though. And then I commented on a few of their posts. I got their attention. They followed me back. I sent them a follow-up message like, yo, okay, so this is what I wrote to them. Do you want me to read what I wrote to them? I wrote, my name is Frinny. My handle is Friend the Human. I have all these followers on TikTok and hundreds of listeners on. I said, okay, I'm going to stop. Anyway, so I have 92,000 followers on TikTok and hundreds of followers on my podcast, Vibes and Delights, across YouTube, Apple, and Spotify, which, by the way, I read some reviews, y'all. Y'all got me going. Anyway. But like, we have at almost 300 followers or subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely crazy. We have over 100 followers on Spotify. I don't even know what the analytics are on Apple at this time, but like, we have several hundred followers. It's so nice. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. And it says, my community consists of mostly queer, BIPOC, neurodivergent individuals. I promote healthy boundaries and am quite the storyteller. One of my moderators told me about the Lavender Book, and I know there's been a horrific uptick in regression and hate. It's summertime, and it's time to go on vacation. I want to shake my ass on a yacht. No, but I'm just saying. And then I said, I thought it'd be great to promote the Lavender Book. Sadly, though, I'm unable to work the site. It doesn't seem to be working. It just keeps reloading. And maybe I can help you spread information with my audience. And then I just reiterated that I called and the mailbox is full. I tried doing contact and they didn't respond to me. They followed me, so I sent another message. Hi, good afternoon. Just following up on my prior message about the Lavender Book. I'd like to present information on it to my followers on TikTok. And they said, hi, thanks for contacting us. We've received your message and appreciate you for reaching out. We will reach out to you shortly on how you can proceed with your request about the Lavender Book. And granted, it feels definitely like a robotic response. However, I will continue to pursue. And if that means that I have to pull that we shouldn't be using the Lavender Book because they're obviously not keeping up with it, you know what I'm saying? That's fine. We'll just have to make our own way. And maybe somebody out there can help me find someone who's willing to help, because I want to help. And I feel like this is the right thing to do. Like, when I tell you guys that it feels right to be wanting to talk about this, like, I can't even explain it to you. Like, I know that if my dad was still alive, he would be like, yes. And he would probably be hounding me. Well, have you heard back? No, daddy, it hasn't been 48 business hours. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just saying, like, I think this is right. And I want to talk about it. And so I'm going to keep asking about it. But I will tell you though, I'm not no bitch who's going to chase after somebody forever. And I will figure it out on my own if I have to. So they have a very limited amount of time before I stop asking. But hopefully they do, because this is very important. And it's not about me. It's not about you. It's not about our followers. It's not about our audience. It's not about me bolstering my numbers, even though that'd be pretty awesome. But it is about safety. It is about Black people, BIPOC people. It is about our queer friends, our queer individuals, our trans friends. It's about all of our allies who were with us. We need safety. They've declared a state of emergency. You know what I mean? This feels right. And I asked before the state of emergency had been declared. You know what I'm saying? So that makes me feel like, remember I told y'all like several episodes ago, I feel like my brain be making moves before like I actually catch up. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt summer was coming and I was like, maybe we should promote a lavender book. You know what I'm saying? And so I reached out. And like I don't know, like it feels like the right thing to do and I can't explain it to you guys. So I'm just gonna go with the flow of the universe and keep asking anyway, or do it my damn self, which is, by the way, a huge philosophy of mine. I've always said, if you don't have a community, build one. You know what I'm saying? I had, like I said prior, there was this person who reached out to me and she didn't necessarily have a story to tell me. She just wanted to know what my advice was. She has a gamer group of friends and she is tired of being harassed by men on Call of Duty. And that, among many, many reasons why I don't play Call of Duty anymore, most of them trauma related to my ex breaking my game and destroying my shit in front of me. But still, I said, if you want, make a rainbow Call of Duty group. You know what I'm saying? Put fucking rules together. Start with your friends, invite more friends, invite people who you think will keep you safe, and build your own community, you know? Much like how I did on Tickle Talk, much like how I did on my Twitch channel back in the day when I used to Twitch stream, you know what I'm saying? And then also, whenever I used to be a Smite streamer, you know what I'm saying? I used to play Smite. I love me a MOBA, guys. I love me a MOBA. Anyway, but like whenever I used to play Smite, we had a separate group for LGBTQIA plus friends because people kept being like, how come you don't want to play with hetero people? How come you don't want to play with everybody else? What do you want to play with? I wonder the fuck why. You crying ass bitch. But anyway. I'm done harping. Kinda. I'm never gonna be done harping. But no, like for real though, that those are some updates I wish to share with you guys. One more. I said I don't really know how many is on Apple, how many followers, but I did just happen across the sweetest review. It is forever just shocking to me how people like me. Anyway, so I want to read this review. To the person who wrote this review, thank you. And I'm trying not to cry, okay? But I might cry. Anyway, I cried when I read it. Anyway, so this person wrote about my podcast, about our podcast. If you're not familiar with Frinny already via TikTok, then my dear, you need to get your life together. After you subscribe to this podcast, grab your vibes and delights, open up TikTok, look up Friend the Human, and hit that follow button and watch your life magically get better. I mean, I don't mean to sound like a snake oil salesman or Dr. Oz, not Dr. Oz for that matter, but the honest truth is that when my TikTok algorithm does not push Frinny's videos my way, I have worse days than on the days when TikTok is on point and makes sure I get my daily dose of the Reddit rainbow. Ooh, I cry all the time anyway, which is why I'm so excited that Frinny has this podcast, because now I can enjoy her commentary for longer periods of time with lots of tangents in between, which always makes my brain happy because ADHD is fun like that. Anyway, the point is this: subscribe and get your life together already because, come on, Frin really is the best human on the internet. And I'm just saying. And that was really sweet. And I really appreciate whoever wrote that from the bottom of my heart. And it just feels good to have a community and to feel safe. By the way, an update. I have, like, if you've heard, if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I escaped like a parasocial relationship. He found me on PlayStation of all places. It was so crazy. I had a whole meltdown. And my community reached, I told them what happened. So I was keeping them up to date. I told my family what happened. And I was just like, just in case somebody, Missy, like if a bitch come up Missy, y'all know who did it. You know what I'm saying? But like, they comforted me, obviously Slap, absolutely just the brightest fucking gem on the planet. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, but like he held me tight, and I felt really melty all day yesterday, so I didn't post. So please forgive me, but I have a good story for you on Friday. But anyway, thank you for listening to all those fucking updates. But so because it's Pride, because Juneteenth, because of summertime, something, something, something. Anyway.
I got that summertime sadness. Summertime sadness.
Ooh, remember that song from Regular Show? It's like summertime loving, but loving in the summertime.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and then remember it was just like, oh snap. Oh snap!
Come
get
to
your
my party and take a macaroni nap. Oh snap!
No, it's
Oh snap!
no, it's
Come to a macaroni party and we'll take a nap.
yeah. Oh snap! Oh snap! Come to my macaroni party and we'll take a nap. That's good shit. Anyway, but it's summertime. I figured that it'd be cool to start with a little bit of everything. I chose a wedding story. I chose two wedding stories. I chose
wedding stories.
Are the straights okay? And then a gay an age gap red flag relationship. All right. Ooh, another time.
Another time.
All right. So Slappa's choice. I asked Slap to go first. So go ahead, Yum Yum.
Story's called My Boyfriend Still Chats with His High School Ex After He Cheated on Me with Her. I live with him now. Do I get rid of him? Yes.
Right. I mean, like, I haven't even heard any. That was the title.
Just for yeah. Get rid of him.
Yeah. Bye.
It's crazy you kept him after that.
Right. Oh my gosh. Like, for real.
Do you, girl? All right. For some context, me, female 22, and my boyfriend, male 38.
Huh? Wait.
Is that age? Yeah, I told you.
3 years. 19? Huh? 19.
Wait, what are you talking about?
3 years, right?
You're reading ahead.
Oh.
Who we will call Q.
Because I sure did look up and I was like, what is that?
So, yes, we started dating when I was 19.
Oh.
They know it.
Damn, okay.
I now see why that's not cool. But at the same time, I was young and didn't think there was a problem. How is that an excuse? I don't know. Like, I see it's bad now, but at the time, I didn't know.
Well, I bet you what it is, I'm not going to lie, it's probably a fuck around and find out situation. You think you're going to be different, you know what I mean?
Well, that's the whole issue with it. Like, you think you're the one who can handle it and you're mature for your age and all that bullshit.
I'm starting to really think, like, unless you're like in your mid to late 20s, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is no way. Like, I can't believe I can't believe that old heads, like your grandmas and the aunties and uncles and shit. Because like the more I learned about the my great aunts and uncle, well, mostly aunts because we're a family of women. You know what I mean? My mom has like 9 sisters, guys. Like, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of women in the family. When I hear the way they were married off, the things that I've heard is extremely horrific. And all of those people are mad fucked up, or it was just a really, really abusive relationship in which somebody hit somebody upside the head with a skillet or poured some grease on somebody or shot the hell out of some. My own grandma shot my grandpa twice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me that it was an age gap red flag relationship too. And like, it's like getting really hard for me to believe that our parents, they're like, our parents need to get a grandparent. No, the fuck they did because they didn't have the right. Because how raise your hand. Never have I ever had a story about my grandparents shooting each other or some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? All of us, all of us have a story. You know what I mean? Anyway, but I'm just saying, like, it's getting hard for me to believe that there ever was a time when it was okay. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. Like, because 19 the teens keep fucking around and finding out, and I don't mean it like that because I was one of them fucking kids, you know what I'm saying? And where this person did it, another person's gonna do it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, like, we all think we know better. I don't think it's gonna get any better because people think that they can, and they can't, because it's at the bottom, manipulation and fucked up. I'm sorry. There's some tangents. I'm sorry.
You're right though.
Morbid.
I'm originally from the north and moved down to London to study my degree, which started in 2020. COVID meant I couldn't leave my uni accommodation apart from a daily walk, which was like prison. So Q asked if I wanted to stay with him for a while. We'd been chatting for 6 months at this point, so I agreed. I ended up staying with him for almost a year until the second year of uni started. I found out after this year by going through his phone, my gut told me something was not right, that he slept with a woman, Z, during this period, possibly a few times when I'd gone up north to visit family. She was his high school ex, who he told me about previously, but said they're just friends now. Between the time of them ending in college, he'd had a whole other 7-year relationship where he had a house and a child, which ended due to his baby mama leaving him for someone else. Because of this, I allowed them to be friends since they had recently broke up. That's the worst reason to allow them to be friends.
So, like I said.
Oh, God. Q assured me there was nothing romantic between them, and I didn't want to be controlling. Rookie error, I know. Once an ex, always an ex. Anyways, after finding this out, we split up for a few months, and I got over it and was living uni life to the full. Then he somehow wormed his way back and sending apology after apology, assuring me that it wasn't anything but a mistake, that he loved me, saw a future, and would do anything to get me back. I said that he cannot have any contact with his ex, obviously, which he agreed to. But Z had given him some money to invest for her. He was big into crypto.
Right. Just like, oh, bro.
And due to the market being down, he couldn't take it out right now to give her it back. So he assured me as soon as the market goes back up, he'll give her the money back, and that will be it between them. I agreed stupidly, and here we are 2 years later. God damn.
See, he was counting on her stupidity. I don't even want to call it stupidity because it's not fair. You know what I mean?
It's optimism.
Yeah. Her naivety.
Like,
Naivete?
you hope that people will treat you right when you're younger.
You hope people will treat you right as an adult,
Right, but
but you
as an adult though, you've been
know
like,
how to
they
cut
could
it
really
off.
fuck me over here. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they could.
They're being
Past
sketch.
experience says that they could, and that's what they're counting on.
Right.
Ooh, I feel like I'm being hard on the OP. I promise I'm not though. I just it like hurts. You know, like I'm sure we're all there. You know what I'm saying? If we've ever been in a like groom type situation or in an age gap relationship, like, it's painful to see the same mistakes being made. It's so painful. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I recently finished my degree and my lease ran out at my London place, so I plan to go back up north till I got a job sorted. Q said he'd be happy for me to stay with him a while till I get everything sorted, and it would be best for me to stay down here so I could attend interviews. I don't have the best home life up north, so I was dreading going back. So this was perfect. Job dependent. I have a wait. Oh, job dependent. Hold on. Job dependent. I have a friend who I'm going to be moving in with in late July, so staying here is only temporary.
Okay.
Q and I are on really good terms. We go out on date nights, are always affectionate with one another. Even my daughter, wait, even his daughter and I have a really good relationship when she comes to visit. Everything seemed perfect. I wonder how old this daughter is.
Well, remember 7 years they had a house and a kid.
That was after university or something, right? And he's 38 now. So
It said when I was at between the time of them ending college, he had a whole 7 year relationship where he had a house and a child, and it ended due to his baby mama leaving him for someone else. So he graduated, so about 22 years old. You know what I'm saying? He got homey, like a
so
homely.
she's like almost an adult herself.
Right. That daughter is at least
She's
7, or maybe now at least 7 years old. Maybe she was like 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? We don't know, but right now she's definitely over 7.
I always wondered if he did stop speaking to Z. I didn't like bringing it up because it throws off the whole mood for a few days because he's speaking to her. He'd say things like, "Stop living in the past and focus on us now." So I went on his phone to
Stop
find
living
the
in the past and
answer.
stop talking to your ex, bitch. Shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Why you still hung up on your high school ex, bro?
He's the one guy away. Oh, remember that dude who used to call me his white rhino? So weird. You know who you are.
Oh god, okay. Yes. She went through his phone and found out that Z had been messaging him every 2 to 3 weeks with messages like, "How are you? Long time no chat." This woman does not let go. He hadn't replied to any of them until recently, where he called her. It says the call failed, and she messaged him, "Are you okay? Sorry I missed your call." He replied, "I'm good. Just thought we could catch up. Hope you're well." Just generic convo with a little banter. She replied with, "I haven't seen you in so long. We should meet up. I'm back in the UK in 2 weeks." She lives between Mexico and the UK. That was on June 1st, and he had opened the message but not yet replied. I'm monitoring the situation to see if she messages him again or he agrees to meet her. Then I really will fly off the handle. But for now, what do I do? Do I keep monitoring? Do I bring it up and risk arguments starting and me being kicked out and forced to go back home? Do I just ask him about him and her situation, see if he lies? But that might be too obvious. I really feel a lack of respect as he knows how much the cheating affected me. I had to go to therapy. I don't really ask him for much ever, but I told him when we got back together he can't have any contact with her, but he had just carried on, obviously.
Oblivious.
Oh, wait, he had just carried on oblivious? I don't think there's anything going on between them, but the fact that something could means I can't fully trust him. I just wish he would block her and we could get on with our relationship and future. Please stop trying to have a future with this guy.
Right.
Oh my
So I'm going to
God.
say what I always say: if he wants to, he will. Easy. And maybe I'll tell this story on this weekend. But like, if he fucking wants to, he will. If he wanted to stop talking to her, he would. If he wanted to block her, he would. If he wanted anything, he would. He wanted you. He persisted after you, and you relented. No, no. And you're only 22. Let this shit go. He too old for this, man. Like, I am 33. Charted tree. How old is you, baby? 35?
Yeah, almost.
Could you find yourself chasing after hoes like this?
No.
He cheated. Kick him to the curb. First comment. Thank you. If he wants to, he will. Stop trying to force people to make. Stop trying to force people. Stop trying to. Stop trying to force people to do something that they don't want to do. You can't change them. You can't. He grown as fuck. And that is like, remember when we did the green and aged? Remember that episode? I said it always ends in like a very significant way. They either are ashamed of you, they're tired of you defying them. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. But one of the things that I was like, is that they're going to either get with somebody who's more on their level, but they want you for public, like, or not even public. They just want you to fuck. They want your body, yada, yada. They want your young, supple skin. You know what I'm saying? That is all he wants. He just wants to say, well, I got me a 22-year-old honey. You know what I'm saying? That is so disgusting. You are a disgusting man, sir. And all the men out there who do this, all the people who do this, you're the fucking disgusting. Find someone your own fucking age or stay away from people until you figure it the fuck out. Y'all disgust me.
This person said, me, 22, and my boyfriend, 6,000 years older than me, started dating the moment it was legal to do so. It turns out he does some pretty sketchy shit. It's like every Reddit story, dude. Never fails. The man is almost twice your age, and he's taking advantage of your lack of life experience.
Oh my God. What did I say? I only... Okay.
All right, your turn. What you got for me?
Man, that was... I was reading some more comments, but that hurt my fucking feelings, bro. Like, people are awful. People are just awful.
I hope there's an update.
Did you check to see if there was one? Did you check their user? Oh, that was only posted today. 8 hours ago. Yeah. Oh my life.
Like,
she said they woke up this morning on Monday. I left. Yay. Because you know what's probably going to end up happening, and I know this is mad fucked up, okay? But listen, my mom kicked me out. You know what I'm saying? Because I was standing up to her, you know what I'm saying? And like, I was breaking the rules and shit, but I knew what I was doing. I just didn't think she was gonna, explode on me like she did. You know what I mean? But whatever. My mom kicked me the fuck out. I was afraid to move back home. You know what I'm saying? I was afraid to admit that I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Which is still the most childish bullshit ever. It is hard to say you need help. It is. But I feel like a big stepping stone for me as a people was admitting it and just saying it, blurting it out. I think I've said that a million times at this point. You just blurt it out, just let the aftermath happen. You know what I'm saying? And you're an overthinker like me. You probably thought about every response they're going to have anyway. You know what I'm saying? So my mom kicked me out, but my dad told me I was welcome to come home. You know what I mean? But I was like, I got this. I married that man. And my dad brought the fucking family car to my wedding bridal suite, asked me to get in the car. I said I could handle it. And here I am at 33 years old. I've been divorced one time. You know what I'm saying? I have horrific trauma from the abuse that I endured. And now you're going to have mad trust issues. You know what I mean? It just hurts. I was afraid to move back home. But you know what I did? I fucking pulled my dick out of my hand and I went back home and said I needed help. And I know that I have a better family dynamic than most. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as my parents knew that there was something really wrong with me, they dropped whatever bullshit they were on and immediately took my ass inside, gave me ice for my face, gave me ice for my neck, gave me a painkiller because I was hysterical. You know what I'm saying? My parents took me in, who they didn't care. You know what I'm saying? They were just like, I'm happy you're home. You know what I mean? They're going to be happy. I hope somebody out there, OP, is going to be happy that you left this man and that you are reaching out and trying to do better. Someone. And then when that someone whenever you finally have had enough and you move out to your friends after you found a job, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the course may be, I think you should move back. You know what I'm saying? Go back up north. You know what I'm saying? Just start your own damn path, even. You know what I'm saying? When you figure it out though, OP, you're gonna be so much better for it. And block him everywhere. Do not and make that a hard boundary. Remember this post that you made and remember it as all of the proof for all of the bullshit that he put you through for years. He robbed you of your early 20s. Don't let him rob you of you finding yourself after college in your mid 20s. Mid 20s is when you start having fun. Mid 20s is also when you start really understanding yourself. Don't let him rob you. Okay? Okay. Tell this to a friend who needs to hear it. So, am I the asshole for saying that's a mother daughter moment, not a father son? It's a wedding story. So, my 42 female boyfriend, 44 male, has two sons, 26 male and 21 male. Most of kids' lives, it's been just the three of them since their mother left. I came into the picture about 3 years ago. Of course, they don't see me as a mother, but we get along. So now to the issue. 26 male is getting married to his fiance, 24 male, this June 3rd. So it just happened. So my boyfriend loves his kid. They're his everything. So boyfriend says he wants to do something special on his son's wedding and came up with the idea of dancing together with his son. Slipping Through My Fingers by ABBA. Are you an ABBA fan?
They're all right. I could jam to some ABBA.
You know, Dancing Queen, right? That's
Dancing
yeah.
Queen.
That's when I learned how to. Who does the hustle?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I used to do the hustle.
You do the hustle.
Do the hustle. Yeah, I used to do the hustle to Dancing Queen, bro. Oh, the 90s. But no, so it's an ABBA song. And my boyfriend, still boyfriend at your big age, says this song has a significant meaning for him because his babies are no longer babies. Oh, dad. His son, oh, dad love. Okay. His son agreed, and I get it's a nice song. I like it, but it's meant to be between a mother and a daughter, not a father and a son. So I told my boyfriend, emphasis on boyfriend, that it's a dumb idea. That song is not for a father and son. It's a fact.
Okay, I got a question.
Okay.
It says the mother left, but she's not going to be at the wedding. So, did she leave or die?
I will be looking into that. So, also, who the fuck are you to tell anybody? Lady. Like, who are you to tell anybody?
You're not my mom.
Right, you're not my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you to tell them to do anything? That's your fucking boyfriend. And I sincerely hope your boyfriend realizes that you mad overstepped anyway. So I've been to a gay wedding. That's so out of left field. I don't
It's
even
a
know what
gay
to do.
wedding. What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
The son is getting married to his fiance, 24 minutes.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. But still,
Why does it matter?
yeah, like I just thought it was two kids in love. And I wasn't even focusing on the wedding. I was focusing on the dad love. You know what I'm saying? A dad showing affection to his children. Like that's what I was like excited about because people are so disgusting out there. They think it's just like this fucking OP. Like my dad used to read me bedtime stories and do things for me. Like Hank Hill went with Connie to aisle 6. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad would just go. You just go. You know what I'm saying? Like if I need things, you hook a bitch up. You know what I'm saying? And when our baby gets her first monthly, you know what I'm saying? I would hope that you wouldn't be afraid to go get your daughter some things too.
I'm scared.
I hope that when your son gets his first crush, that he comes to you and he talks to you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was focusing on. I wasn't even. Anyway, I'm sorry. So I've been to a gay wedding before, and now that makes sense. Because, like, I swear it was so out of left field for me. Anyway, but they didn't do this father son thing. Well, that's them. This is us.
No, every gay wedding is the same
Right.
exact
Do you want? So let me guess. You want to wear a white dress? You want to ride in on a fucking horse? You want to get married on the beach in Hawaii? Whoa, you don't want to do that. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. I need to call the police. You know that bitch will call the police too. Anyway, if someone were to dance with him, it was his mom, but they didn't invite her.
Dance with me.
But they didn't invite her or his grandma.
Oh. Ooh.
What tea is this?
Man,
what tea? Right.
Damn.
But not my boyfriend. And ultimately me, but not my boyfriend. Why do you feel so entitled? Just say you want to dance with him. Just say that.
What? Like you've been with this dude for 3 years. And his kids were already adults, entirely adults.
Like because
you met them.
The youngest one was 19.
Right. Like why the hell do you think they would be like, stepmom, I feel like a real mom?
Right.
No. Just learn your place.
Learn your fucking place. And
learn
like
your fucking place.
Right. And like I mean, like it's different. It's even more fucked up to me because she doesn't even have the title. She doesn't have the ring to even make these fucking outlandish remarks. Like he could fucking dump her ass tomorrow. I hope he does. Shit. Anyway.
Update.
Why won't anyone dance? Anyway, so I'm no, now my boyfriend and 26 are mad at me and threatening to uninvite me from the wedding if I keep up with this attitude, but it's not an attitude, it's a fact. Bitch, do you know what a fact is? Because you keep using those words and I don't think you know what they mean.
Let me use a line from my own mother.
Oh,
you have your facts and I have my facts. You remember that shit?
Ugh.
Sorry.
I
That's the vibe I'm getting.
Someone asked for more content about maybe like the aftermath of leaving families behind. And I really want to hear what you have to say about that. Because that was the most heinous. Like I almost threw up out of my hair. Like I was going to open a mouth in my beautiful luscious coils, and I was going to excrete vomit out of them after hearing what your mom had to say. Because this is fucking disgusting. How does that even make sense? You have my facts, you have your facts. There's only one set of facts, bitch. You got an opinion, and your opinion is loose and terrible. Fucking bitch. Anyway. Now my question is, am I being unreasonable? Yes. Am I being the asshole?
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm just saying
you
the
should
truth.
be the one to dance with this dude.
That song is
wedding.
for a mother and a daughter.
Oh my god.
I think my boyfriend's love for his kids and sadness for losing him doesn't let him see facts. For losing
Um.
him,
Okay.
anyway, so
Anyway.
everybody voted that person the
Yeah,
asshole.
you were
But
definitely.
so OP, you're the asshole. OP, your attitude, and yes, contrary to your belief, it is an attitude that this is somehow unacceptable, is gross and tacky. You are being a gigantic asshole here. And honestly, if I were the boyfriend, I'd be seriously thinking about a relationship with you, with a woman in her 40s who
Shit
is
with big
still
A's.
immature enough to feel threatened and talk to my kids that way about a dance at their wedding. Stop acting like a 20 something year old on Facebook. Oh my God. Woo! Woo! I don't know. I feel like most 20-year-olds aren't going to be so narrow minded. Yeah, and they're also not on Facebook. Well, but anyway,
The ones on Facebook might be that narrow minded.
yeah, truly, because they're only talking to their. I mean, I like how I'm getting ready to say the word echo chamber, because most people have abandoned Facebook. The only reason I still have a Facebook is for my mother, which I seriously, if I need my mother to look at something, I will send it to her directly. You know what I'm saying? To make her look at it. And then she still won't even look at it. What are you doing, mommy? Your only job is to care about me.
It is summertime. She's gardening.
It is the 100 days of hell has ended. The time for gardening was in spring.
She got plants to look at.
Well, she needs to come look at these text messages. She needs to look at these text messages. She needs to drink some water, and she needs to sit down and tell me that she loved me every day. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Mommy, I hope you're listening. I hope one of my aunties is listening to. I hope one of my cousins is listening to. So look, I said it, and I say it to her face, and then I say it again. Call me. I love you anyway. So, anybody have anything that they want to say about that story? That'd be most incredible. I want to hear what y'all have to say about this in the live react for sure, because the way I fucking raged, though, for real, like, how could you? Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Slapper's choice.
Yeah, you picked this one too.
Yeah, it's a wedding story.
I have a feeling it's in like the same kind of deal.
No, it's worse.
It's worse? Okay.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for leaving my son's wedding after he denied his stepmom a mother-son dance? My son Jordan is 27. His stepmom Natalie came into his life when he was 16. His mom had passed away when he was 13. Jordan never really considered Natalie as his mom. He refused to let her get close and shut down every attempt to have a close relationship. He was 16.
Right. What did you expect of him? He was grieving his mother. I think how old was I when I started to really feel okay about my dad? I think it was maybe like 3 years ago. And it's been 10 years. You know what I mean?
He even moved in with his aunt months after Natalie and I got married. Damn. He was upset. He couldn't. Yeah.
Well, judging at the tone of this story so far, I don't blame him. Probably trying to be like, why don't you call your mom?
Dad's writing it.
Yeah.
And he left the way. Yeah, you're an asshole.
Yeah, like
you left your son's wedding. Period.
But even still, like you said that he moved out right after they got married, so the dad had to have been like, well, can you bring your mom to the store, can you, like, doing shit like that. And I bet you he was just like, oh my gosh, my mom is not alive anymore, can you fucking let me stumble through that before you bring another bitch? Like, god damn. If you died, baby, honey, I'm gonna tell you right now, first, I will be a full-on lesbian, and second, I'm not gonna get married again. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get married again. I had my once in a lifetime love. It's you.
Sure. That's what they all say.
Who? Who you been talking to? No, I'm kidding.
All of them. As years went by, they started reconciling and seeing each other more often. He invited us to his wedding, which took place days ago. When was this? Oh, it was months ago.
Yeah, I've been holding on to this one because I wanted to do it for the wedding season.
We got there and the atmosphere was great until later when I found out that Jordan had denied Natalie a mother son dance and instead chose his aunt to dance with him. Because he.
But also, she raised him. Like, come
No,
on.
she didn't raise him, but like he grew up with her.
No, not even just that, but he went to her and she watched him go through the grief process.
I'm sure she helped. It's her sister, right? Yeah, it's her sister who died.
Oh my god.
And his mom who died. So of course they got close.
Probably looks like her too. Low key a bit.
What is with these stepmoms like coming in to these families with like adult children, or as a 16-year-old, you're damn near an adult.
Yeah, like, I gotta say, you've already had your fundamental core memories and shit.
As a mother, like I feel like that's when mothers are like, my boy's up, he doesn't need me no more.
Shit, I felt like that earlier today. And my boy's 6, or he'll be 6 next week.
He'll be 7.
He'll be 7 next week. Y'all, I had 2 kids back to back. Y'all can't expect shit out of me. Anyway, but you had stepmoms. I never had stepmoms. I'd like to hear a stepmom story after this when you're done.
No.
Oh.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
But
yeah, I respected the no. Go ahead. Because now I'm interested.
So does this mean the stepmom like came to the wedding and was like, dance with me at the wedding? Isn't that something you
finish the story?
Okay.
You're worse than me.
Plan ahead?
Yes.
I feel like
it definitely 100% is, because you have to have the DJ. DJ has to have the music. The DJ needs to know when.
Has it all timed out and everything.
So yeah.
So why the fuck are you going to the wedding and be like, dance with me? If nobody knows that meme, we're gonna throw it in the Discord.
We're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, because it's hilarious. Okay.
Classic fine. Anyway, go ahead. Yum yum.
Natalie told me this minutes later, and I couldn't help feel irritated and quite upset. I decided to get up and leave, and we both left. Wow.
So she went there with the expectation that they were going to dance, not know. Come on, bro.
I got calls from my family after they saw me leave, and Jordan called later, and I told him why I did it. He got mad and said it was his wedding and that his aunt is basically a mother to him, and said that Natalie shouldn't expect special treatment. I said it's not special treatment, but a tradition to dance with your stepmom.
So whose tradition?
Right. Nah.
Yeah, okay.
Besides that, he hurt her feelings for no reason other than for the sake of being malicious. Okay. He got offended and accused me of ruining his day and causing a scene. Now the family sided with him and said I shouldn't have left no matter what. Yeah. Stupid. That's why your son doesn't want to talk to you. That's why your son left to live with his aunt. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just the overall tone, just in that first paragraph says so much. You know that he was pushing that hoe on him. And I don't. No, I'm gonna call her a hoe, but like I'm just saying, but like you know what I'm saying? Like he was doing it the whole time, and he acting mad surprised. He acting brand new, and he really need to quit. You know what I'm saying? You're not fucking new. You knew what the fuck he was doing. That's why it's hard for me to believe old people or older people, old heads. When I say old heads, by the way, guys, I mean my mom is who I would call an old head. She's like in her 60s. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she's actually old, but she's, a different generation than I. You know what I'm saying? The old people, the older generation, the other people, like my sister in my own terms could be considered an old head. You know what I'm saying? But if I said that to her face, she would probably knock the taste out of my mouth, and she'd probably listen to this and still do it. So anyway, y'all think about me anyway. But I'm just saying, like these old heads gonna learn today, man. Like it's.
All right, these commenters nailed it. You're the asshole. Your wife has never been his mother, and he has every right to not have a mother-son dance with her. I strongly suspect this isn't the first time you've chosen your wife over your son, and it's probably why he moved in with his aunt. If you want any kind of relationship with your son, I very much recommend both you and your wife apologize for throwing a tantrum at his wedding. For OP's son to have moved out only a few months after, I have a feeling the reason is because OP and his wife were trying to force him to accept the stepmom as his mom right from the start. And after all that happened, OP's son invites them both to his wedding, and OP has the audacity to demand a mother son dance. Then they leave when they don't get their way. Yeah, that's the end of their relationship. You're the asshole.
Ooh, I just thought about another story I should have chosen. You know, hindsight's 2020. But basically I read this story. It was like several parts, I believe. And basically daughter was marrying a woman. She was a lesbian. Oh gosh, no, I really wish I should have read it. Anyway, man, I fucked up.
Just
Man,
read it on the Reddit Rainbow.
right. I'll just but still, like, if I find it, I will definitely try to add it, but I'll probably nah. The kids are already being rowdy. But anyway, but like basically, so it was a daughter who was getting married to a woman. She's a lesbian, and it's a gay wedding, even though it's just a fucking wedding, but whatever. And they the dad's wife thought it was bad. And she was like, all right, like you don't got to go if you don't want to, like bye, but just know that you're not, you're done. You know what I'm saying? And so the dad was like, all right, since you're demanding that we come to your wedding. I'm sorry, like my shirt's crooked. I don't know, like I might have to stand. But anyway, so the dad was like, since you're demanding that we show up, we have all these demands. And he had like a list of demands. And like it was just like you, there can't be any kissing. They're only going to stay for the reception. They're not staying for the reception. They're not going to walk down the aisle. They're not going to sit in the front. They're not going to be in the wedding party, all this other shit. And the OP was like, you know what? Okay, never mind. Never mind. This was like it for me. And this was your response to me. So bye. And then she found the post and then was really, really fucking done and was like, I hope you enjoy getting your ass handed to you by the Redditors. You know what I'm saying? And like, also, I'll have to double check because like there's so many stories where the kids always find their bullshit and they always fuck around and find out, bro. But now I feel bad. Maybe I'll read it next week. Maybe we'll find it. All right. What's next?
I just wanted to say
About your mom, right?
About
Stepmoms, yeah.
My parents divorced when I was really young, so I was like used to two households, and my dad got remarried when I was like 8 or 9, I think, and eventually I did consider her like a real mom. Like I had two moms, and I told her that. And I even like after they got divorced, and a couple years later, she came back for a cousin on her side of the family's wedding, and they invited us. And I still consider her a mom then. Like she treated me really well, and she like helped raise me, so I did consider her a mom. But I feel like if I was 16 when they got married, I would not care. I would be looking to be 18 and moving the fuck out. Like I'm already been raised at that point. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Would you reach out
No.
to them? No. I feel like I would like to meet that lady, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because you always spoke so highly of her. You know what I mean? I would love to meet that woman because I wonder if she's had a little more influence on you than I can even fathom. You know what I'm saying? And I, as an outsider, could probably see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
But your dad also married like hella bitches. Like how many? Like at least like 3 women. Like right? Wasn't he married like 3 times at least after your mom or all with your mom?
I think it was just 3 in total. I'm pretty sure.
Because the other one was a gold digger.
Yeah. He almost married her twice. It's pretty crazy.
Why didn't he marry her the second time then? causing too much drama in the
I think
family.
he just ran out of money at that point. She got uninterested.
Ooh, I'm sorry for that big cackle, y'all. It's
I mean,
just so
that's what it
fitting.
was. I feel
It's just so fitting because we literally like that's when I cut. I was like, I'm done. She called me a thief and she said I stole from them. And absolutely not.
son.
It was her son. It had to have been. Like the kid
He moved in and all of a sudden shit went missing.
Yes,
Come
like
on,
I
bro.
had been living there for months, or like I wasn't even living there. I was just there. You know what I'm saying?
Often.
A lot. Like I spent the night because I was trying to get some. You know what I'm saying? But like I was there more times than not. I cleaned, I cooked. You know, I asked how he was doing. Like I made sure that he knew. It was a good relationship. And then all these fucking people started moving in, and then everything started going to hell. You know what I'm saying? And she had the audacity to say it was me. Like I was brand new. Bitch, you new to me. And who drinks gin? Frinny, fuck you. I said it. I fucking said it. Because the bitch called me a liar and she said I was a thief. But bitch, I'm not the one who's marrying a man for his money. I'm not the one who married him the first time when he ran out of money and got cancer. I didn't leave him. I'm not the one whose stepdaughter put shit all in your clothes and shit when you decided to keep your boxes packed because you knew you weren't going to be there and you were only there for the fucking money. I'm not the one whose son kept bleeding her dry. I'm not the one who has a math degree. Listen.
You're getting too specific.
I am very specific because I hope that they fucking find out because she was a fucking huge cunt and I don't want anything to do with her. And I hope she knows that everybody else will know that she's a fucking lying, gold digging ass bitch and they were only projecting on me because they didn't like me and they wanted me out of the picture because I was the only one with your sister at the time saying that y'all don't think this is fucking suspicious because they didn't want us to be looking too hard at it. That's why. And then if I left, then they would have come to you. They would have said it was you. Well, my son wants this big ass room that your son lives in, and he's always at work or with that girl. They would have turned their sights on you. So I'm just saying, go fuck yourself, Jenny. Anyway, Jenny. Anyway,
what's your next story?
Last story. I have known my parents were cheating on each other for years. They found out and got mad at me.
What the fuck?
I heard this story like while I was working, and I was like, I'm reading this tonight. I'm probably also going to read it on the Rainbow too. All right. So when I was 11, I saw my mom kissing one of her coworkers. Since I didn't know what to do or even who to ask, I ended up talking to that coworker.
What y'all doing?
Who was that?
What was that about?
They worked at a sort of family restaurant, not a family restaurant. And
when you're here, you're family. I know what restaurant this is.
Oh,
my sister worked at Olive Garden, and yes, they were all fucking. So I believe.
Well, ask our old roommate.
That's just a waiter.
Yeah,
thing.
it's just
all y'all waiters out there.
That's a food industry thing. I'd say that's like a service industry thing.
I never fucked anybody at the restaurants
because you had a sexy ass bitch out.
Even when I didn't. Okay. Even when I didn't.
I'm sorry. I've always existed. Thank you.
You're right.
Thank
I was just saving myself.
Yeah, you were just saving your seed. Anyway, so it was shut up. They worked at a sort of family restaurant, so I went there pretty often. And one day, I just told.
One day?
It says one day, but I think they mean one day. One day, I just told him I knew about their thing and straight up asked what I should do. I don't remember exactly what he said, but all I know is that he was really nice to me and advised me to just stay quiet so it wouldn't hurt my dad's feelings.
Oh my God. I couldn't imagine telling the kid of the woman that I'm like house breaking in or whatever the fuck. Like, you should just not tell your dad because he would be upset. Like, holy shit.
Right, because like even still, like at the end of the day, like you think you would want a better picture than that if something were to progress, you know what I'm saying? But obviously they weren't in it to win it, so I guess whatever. Anyway, um, okay.
Okay.
While it made sense to me, I spent around a year feeling bad for my father whenever I saw my mom leave for work or stay late. Then, one of the days my mom stayed for the night at the restaurant, my father brought home another woman.
Damn.
It made me sort of have an epiphany. I started thinking that they knew, and after some very productive internet research, I figured they were simply in an open relationship. As I grew older, I realized this was not the case. The two pieces of shit, okay, call it for what it is. The two pieces of shit somehow managed to put two and two together after years and noticed I knew. So they started using me to cheat more efficiently. From around my 15th birthday, they started trying to get me to make excuses for the other. Ask one of them to go out for the day when they wanted the house alone, and even fucking arranging meetings with their side pieces. They're both some of the stupidest people I've ever met, but they somehow believe that they're geniuses. That's how it always is, too. The smartest people think that the fucking dumbest people think they're so, oh, so smart. Anyway, am I smart? Anyway, I think this is what brought them together. They enable each other, but it also meant that they're so busy thinking they were cheating gods to realize the other was doing the same. At some point, I stopped helping them, but I never said anything. It was such a normal thing that it never even crossed my mind to tell them. Last year, I started uni and moved away, which meant that they had to deal with each other on their own. I figured divorce was coming. I didn't expect them to last long without having me around to keep them at peace. You know the way two toddlers have to be kept under adult supervision to make sure that they don't like throw each other at upcoming traffic. Gosh, this person thinks so little of their parents. My goodness, I love it. That was what I'd been doing since I can remember. Wow. Stopping them from not only making the other mad, but also separating them whenever they had a bad idea that the other one would enable. Wow, that's even worse.
Needs some therapy to get
through. Right.
It's fucked up to do to a kid.
I was right. They are going to divorce. And they decided to announce this at a family gathering a couple weeks ago. There was a funny silence when they said it, and it was broken by them trying to start a fight to get the other to look bad. My mother was, oh, so hurt. Well, I love how I just use that phrasing because I've been watching a lot of Hey Arnold, and Lila's always like, oh, I would love that ever so much, Arnold. You know what I'm saying? I just said, oh, so, oh no. Anyway, so my mother was, oh, so hurt by his cheating, and my father was, oh, so hurt by hers. I couldn't help but laugh. It was ridiculous. That shit looked like children. I love the way this person writes. That shit looked like children acting out a telenovela. When I said that, yes, I knew they had been both doing it for more than 7 years. There was silence. They didn't find this funny. They got so mad at me. They started screaming that I ruined their marriage, that they could have worked it out if they had known sooner.
No way, dude.
That how could I have done that to them and blah, blah, blah. I left and just went to my apartment. I think that they only found out about recent cheating and that they may have been mad because I outed them for all the years. And apparently I've been playing both sides. This, I mean, was OP getting anything out of this, or was just
sound like it?
It just sounds like he was keeping, or they were maintaining their own peace. You know what I'm saying?
They were just trying to make it through
childhood, you know,
holy shit,
because they're at that one fucking age where it's just like everything feels like mad helpless, but you just have to endure until you turn 18.
Life.
Yeah, oof. Anyway, this 2 weeks since I've been receiving phone calls from everyone, and everybody's just puzzled that my parents would do that to each other. Others who know them are saying that they feel bad for me. And it seems unanimous, though, that I am an asshole for not saying anything earlier.
Hell no.
What? Dude. It's not your fucking responsibility.
Why are y'all holding this
kid
responsible?
Yeah, and like they just recently went to university, so they're only barely, and they might not even be in fucking America. So they can't be older than 18. They can't be older than 19. You know what I mean? That's crazy. It says at 11 they saw it for the first time. They've been doing it for 7 years. So they're at least 18. So damn. All right. And then it says, personally, I think they both deserve it. You're telling me that they could peacefully cheat but not be cheated on?
Right.
Y'all, wow. They're both dickheads in many, many ways. And they're perfect for each other. The fact that they got divorced the moment they knew about the other cheating just proves me right. They wanted it to be hidden. They wanted it to be behind each other's backs. Not one single other person thought, no, not one single other person in this world deserves to deal with either of these two. They need to stick together to keep from hurting others. I really don't know what to do. They haven't talked to me at all in these 2 weeks. And the only contact we've had is through other people. I've never spent this long without talking to either of them.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Me either. Do you, I don't really know what to do. I'd stay in touch with the people who are sorry for you. They seem like good folks, but anybody who blames you need to remember that you were a kid.
That's the same family they grew up with, and so that's why.
Right. Oh, I bet you they think it's just boat rocker
just
mentality. Boat rocker mentality. What if they're both boat rockers?
Okay, let's say
boat.
let's say the kids sat
You
them
jumping,
both
I'll
down.
jump.
Let's say the kids sat them both down and was like, "Y'all are cheating on each other." What would have happened?
Right.
Like who thinks that the kids should have done that, and the fact that they didn't is all their fault? Like they were cheating on each other.
Like but that's still just entirely on the adults at that point.
Exactly.
Like it's just
like,
on
what is
the
the
adults.
kid? What could the kid have done?
Right. Like when my dad used to get like upset at me for not telling my mom not to spend money. What the fuck I'm gonna tell her to do? She's my mom.
Hey mom, dad's gonna get upset. She's gonna say, I know.
And then what if OP did say something? Hey mom, I saw you kiss that dude and he told me not to say anything. And then she would be like, oh, I'll buy you a gift or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then
there was a story like there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much selfishness to their own child. Do you really need that in your life? Your parents are complete assholes and you've done nothing wrong. Poor kid. Everybody's like, wow, they used you. Oh, yes, I forgot they used him too. Or them. They relied on you to keep the peace. Man, y'all, this is what, on Monday, okay, I'm done, by the way. But on Monday, I told 3 stories on TikTok. All 3 were hetero relationships in which they were flamboyantly gay on either side. In one story, both of them were gay and married to each other and being beards for each other, poly beards at this point. That's what y'all want. This is what the right wants. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to make it like, but I mean, like, shit, dude, I've never not been mad political on my page. You know what I'm saying? I'm very vocal about what I feel. And this is one of them things. This is what they want. They want us to be fucking mad and unhappy. They want us to shit out children that we don't fucking like. And then those people aren't gonna grow. They're gonna use the child to grow, much like men use women as stepping stones on their healing journey. You know what I'm saying? You used your child to do something benefactory only to you. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's fucking disgusting. And I agree with OP. Like, yeah, they're divorced now. But at the same time, like, what if he stayed? What if she had stayed? What if they had stayed? You know what I'm saying? What if they had stayed? I don't know. Like, anyway, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts. And also, I'm like,
did y'all ever catch your parents cheating on each other?
I want to hear stories about
Let
times
us
you've caught
know
your
in the
parents.
comments.
Yeah, I want to hear about times you've caught your parents doing any kind of crazy shit. But anyway, we're running out of time. I love you a lot.
Love you guys. Bye.